Hello, on the mailing list I told before that I'm editing in Cinelerra for local broadcasters and now also a hyper-local broadcaster. And I decided to create a logo animation for this village that I'm living in. So I'm using Blender for that, and I'm a novice in Blender. I've used it many years, but I still am not a CGI artist. So the logo animation is something like this. It has some letters, and I wanted to do something like making a transition from a video A, which would be on top of it, and a video B that would end with that. So I thought something like the logo animation was already transparent, so it could just be put on top of the video. But for making a video B a transition, then I need to have something like chroma key or something else. Tried with chroma key in Cinelerra, and I could not get that to work. So the process for this thing to get it to work is the following. The pane that you see before here is should not be enabled. This is the logo animation, and it will be rendered fully transparent. So it's a transparent PNG sequence, and we will use that as the top layer in the soon future. And I mentioned already that I'm not an expert in Blender. So what I did to create this mask layer was to create a hold out shader. And the mask is then rendered as such. So every object still exists. And now you see that there is a mesh below. And in order to render that not as the, let's say, ugly squares that you see here, you use a hold out shader, and then you get something like this. This is also rendered as a PNG sequence, and it's white and it's transparent, but anything would work in this case. So what does it look like in Cinelerra? With our compositor on top, we can now show the video. And you see we start with video A, and below suddenly the transition to video B. Now, how to achieve this? This is done using some of the track modifiers. So the mask video is maybe an interesting video to show on its own. We already saw the preview in Blender for this. This is the mask video. And with the mask video applied to the previous video using PorterDuff SrcAtop, you will end up with this. So again, now let's continue with one track above. That one track above is DstAtop, or maybe DstAtop or something like on top. Then our video will look like this. And you will see the mask flying in, and with the mask flying in, it does the transition. And since our actual content which has no other overlay modifier running, you will get this. Now there is a small bug still at play. You notice I can play this video, then it continues as nothing has changed as the ordinary Cinelerra mode. But once I would put a keyframe here and I start playing, then suddenly it doesn't break. But if I pull down this one, it will be black. And our cursor is not at that point yet.